Hello, everybody, and welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Division 2 game of Chair League. I am Esquire Sandwich, and we have tonight Focus Morales or GG playing against Miss Lethal. These teams are already uh, getting the draft underway. Focus Morales first banned Kerrigan, an excellent choice on Infernal Shrines since she can clear the waves and the objectives so quickly. And Miss Lethal responded with Falstad, a great ban to get rid of that mobility. And both teams have locked in a specialist in response. Focus Morales taking Sylvanas, Miss Lethal grabbing Zag and Johanna. So already a lot of wave clear from both teams. And Sylvanas, of course, if Focus Morales can get the Punisher, she's going to help it push so much farther. So let's see how Morales is going to follow up here. We've got a lot of options. Miss Lethal isn't really giving away too much with their picks so far. Zag and Johanna, very standard picks, could go with any comp. Zagara has seen a couple of buffs in the patch that dropped just yesterday. All of her abilities essentially across the board were nerfed. So she's not the powerhouse she once was, but she still gives you that global presence with Nidus, and still something to fear. Focus Morales has taken their time with these second choices. They're into their reserve time now. They definitely want to be careful not to waste too much time. There's plenty of heroes to choose from. They go with Rhaegar, solid healer. Still not giving away anything too significant about their composition. And if I were them, I'd want to lock up probably my top assassin and then ban another assassin, because there's already two strong assassins off the board. If you take your top choice, then you ban another one. That's a lot of assassins away from Miss Lethal and possibly taking away their top choice. But they are going to go with the tank. They are going to go with Murden. A solid tank all around, absolutely no question about it. And that if that's the tank that they really wanted, they've now avoided the opportunity for Miss Lethal to take it away from them. So they've got that locked up. They've got a nice base to build from. Got a tank, got a healer, got a specialist. They could go a lot of ways with this. Double assassin, one assassin, other tank, double support. It's all open to them. Not giving away anything yet without their team comp. Miss Lethal, because of so little information, really not sure how they want to ban. Again, if I were them, because I have next pick, I would make the same advice. Ban an assassin, and then you can take two assassins, and again, you'd really limit what Morales can do for damage. But they're going to ban Sonya. It's an interesting ban. She's pretty good at clearing the waves. She's definitely fallen off a little bit. Personally, I think the Butcher, with his newest reworks, is the strongest melee assassin. Potentially the strongest melee assassin if he can get going. But Sonya is going to prevent some backline diving and is going to, her sustain. She's still a threat. Even if she's not the strongest anymore, she is still a threat. So it's a good ban. Morales here. Now, the problem for Morales is now they can't ban an assassin. I wouldn't recommend banning an assassin. I would recommend banning a healer for them. But they are going to ban assassin. They're going to ban Greymane. In direct contravention to my suggestion, Focus Morales is dead to me. Nah, I still love them. Even though I might disagree with their team name and that advice. They've put themselves in a rough position, though, because if Miss Lethal takes two assassins now, let's say they take Li Ming and they can take Li Ming and KT, and what's Morales going to do about it? Sonya's off the board, Kerrigan's off the board, Greymane's off the board. It's a lot of dive missing. Butcher is still available. But I think it would have been much safer for them to ban a healer with that, and that way they're not denying themselves any potential picks. This lethal going to pick up Jaina, still a strong mage, has been since probably since Alpha. Works very well with Johanna. That condemn into Blizzard. You know, you can eliminate any low hero, and of course the slow from the stun. You can follow up on that so easily. And they're going to take Morales. I think that's a direct threat to focus Morales or GG. I think that they knew they had to take that hero when they saw they were playing this team, and I love that pick, and I'm really excited to see if Focus Morales lives up to their name. Will they focus Morales, or are they just going to call GG and quit right from the beginning? Those are their only two options. And let's see how they rounded this composition. Again, because Miss Lethal has smartly gone Specialist, Tank, Assassin, Support, it's all very standard picks. There's not too much for Focus Morales to capitalize on here. Thrall's a great pick, great melee assassin, a great choice to focus Morales. And let's see if they pick another diving assassin so they can really make that focus happen. Be a lot of damage. I really think they need some range damage here. Maybe KT, Chromie wouldn't be a bad pick here. Miss Lethal doesn't really have anything to counter it at this point. They're very quickly running out of time. They need to make a pick, and they go with Lunara. Lunara, a ton of range poke damage. If she can spread her poison around, she's going to be damaging all of the members of Miss Lethal. That sort of group damage is very hard for Morales to keep up with. So that's a good counter pick, and you've got Thrall to focus the Morales himself. So a decent comp from Morales. Let's see what Miss Lethal goes with. Again, they could do a double tank. Although Thrall and Lunara both have giant killers, so that's a little risky. Double mage might be too risky with all this squishy on the board. Double support is not out of the question at all. A Brightwing here could be very strong. Neutralize Thrall, the healing to counter Lunara. That might be a good way to go. Could grab Zool, a second specialist, really keep the pressure up. Whatever they want to do, they're going to have to do it soon. And they do it with double tank Arthas. So let's take a quick look at these compositions here. The double tank is risky against Lunara and Thrall. That's a lot of giant killer. I believe Lunara has giant killer. I hope I'm not wrong about that. And that damage is going to spread. It's going to be tough for Morales to keep up with. And of course, Arthas, while a great tank, a great bruiser, not necessarily the strongest health-wise. It depends how you build him. If he takes Sindragosa, which I would expect to help the Punisher push, he loses a lot of sustain. So Morales is going to have a lot of people to keep alive. Luckily, Johanna should be fine just on her own. I'm excited to see how this game goes down. I think both teams have solid comps, and I think Johanna and Jaina are definitely going to dominate the objective portion of the game, but as we wait for everybody to get ready, I think the combo of Johanna and Jaina are going to be very strong in the objective, but as far as team fights go, Lunara and Thrall is a lot of damage, and with Zagara's nerfs, it's going to be a lot on Jaina's shoulders to really get that damage in. Of course, Arthas is going to help. He's a great damage dealer for a warrior, but he's not Thrall. He's not Lunara. I'm excited to see how this goes. I'm excited to see Morales get focused. And let's see how good Johanna can be at peeling for that Morales, keep her alive, while the rest of the team does their job. Take a quick look at the skins we got going here. I think that's a Centurion Johanna in the background. Awesome, awesome medic skin. The can't think of the name. Apothecary medic. I think that's what it is. Classic skins for the rest of the teams, rest of the players. and everyone is ready. I'm excited to see this game. I'm excited to see these comps in actions, and I always love Infernal Shrines. It's such a great map. So many opportunities for smart team fights, smart engagements, a lot of opportunities for these teams to show who is the better team. Again, this is a Division 2 game in Chair League. Focus Morales, or GG, and Miss Lethal have both won their first game of Season 3. And both teams have a bit of a history in Chair League. Focus Morales went 7-5 last season in Division 2, and they remain in Division 2, whereas Miss Lethal went 0-5 in Division 1 last season, and maybe they're finding their footing a little bit stronger here in Division 2. So, let's get this game underway. I am excited to see how it turns out. Let's get on with the introductions. On the blue team, for Focus Morales, or GG, we have Brandon on Sylvanas, Baked Pie on Thrall, Isa on Burden, Lear 2001 on Lunara, and Fire Team on Rhaegar. Over on the red team, we have Colin on Arthas, Galler98 on Morales, Carrigan on Jaina, Elfnari on Zagara up top, and Sassy Port on Johanna in the bottom lane. And it looks like we got a 5-man push top from Focus Morales or GG. They're going to use that Sylvanas advantage to try to get an early tower, and they're going to be successful. That top tower is going down. The question is, can Miss Lethal do anything in response? They cannot, unfortunately. Morales is going to be able to back away safely. Victory, early victory assured. So very smart play with that Sylvanas to get that early advantage. And looks like they're not going to miss any soak because of it. Lunara was very quick to get back to the bottom lane. And although Rhaegar gets rooted and pulled by Johanna, I don't think he's going to... Oh, but a lot of damage from Jaina. He is going to be able to get out. Murden here to protect. And the teams, looks like they've found how they're going to lane this. We've got Thrall going against Zagara 1v1 up top. We've got Johanna and Lunara bottom, and the rest of the team mid, maybe rotating bottom. Murden getting very low, but Isa jumps away with just a smidgen of health. 800 health left. So, great job by Miss Lethal, but they living up to their name. Miss Lethal by just the smallest margin. Carrigan going bottom, gets stunned by Murden. She's going to be able to get away just fine. Taking a look at the level 1 talents, we've got Winter's Reach for Jaina, Investment for Zagara, Eternal Hunger, the Quest for Arthas, Trauma Trigger, and Regen Master for Johanna. Regen Master, of course, seeing a lot more, being picked a lot more often now that Night takes Spawn and becomes baseline for Johanna. Or on the blue team, we've got Wolfron, Third Wind, Overflowing Quiver, Rolling Thunder, and Natural Perspective. And that Vision, although a ubiquitous talent when playing against a Nova or a Zeratul, is still good even against no stealth heroes, because that Vision is so useful. Someone tries to escape from here Yavin Thrall gets caught out in the front, he goes down quickly. I was going to say that the Vision from Lunara is going to be helpful. The opposing team won't be able to escape into the smoke. Could be very good for securing kills. So, Thrall unfortunately found himself out of position there and blown up by Miss Lethal, and it looks like they are going to be able to take the shrine entirely, as Focus Morales has decided they're going to go push mid instead. You got Rhaegar and Sylvanas, they're going to get a tower down there. And I think Murden and Lunara are just here to make sure that that Miss Lethal stays up top and let Focus Morales soak all 3 lanes and take down pretty much the entire wall mid. So great job there by Focus Morales. They recognize, we've fallen behind on the shrine. Who cares? Send Sylvanas bottom, get a front wall. That's probably all that the Punisher is going to be able to get anyway. And we'll soak all the lanes, and we've got ourselves a full level lead here, only 3.5 minutes into the game. So I like that call by Focus Morales. And let's see if they continue to push. Looks like Sylvanas is going to come top to help defend. Again, it's only the first Punisher, so these 3 heroes should be fine to take it down before too much damage gets done. And yeah, that Punisher's going down quick. It itself is going to do just half damage to the tower. The rest of Miss Lethal is able to get through the wall, and definitely a great call by Focus Morales to send their team to take out the wall. It was essentially a trade in terms of structures, and they got a nice XP lead. This team's go back to laning. Thrall doing a great job solo laning. Zagara is the only one who could potentially solo lane against him, and even she might have some trouble since her nerfs. He's maybe a little stuck here. Morales wants to try to find him, but can't make that engage happen. Focus Morales is picking up the siege camp now. It's going to be uncontested. It's Lethal, meanwhile, going mid. They picked up a, I apologize, they picked up a siege camp of their own, so it's just trading camps here, trading lanes. Thrall trying to make something happen against Zagara, but with that creep, she's just too quick. She's going to be able to get away. And Sylvanas now rotating between mid and bottom, a couple bit of those lanes. She's definitely going to neutralize any camp that this is looking to get. Rhaegar going down quickly, but he's going to be able to escape. Murden might be caught in the back if he has a jump, though. He does. Isaac gets out. Quick stun on Johanna, but no follow-up. Great push from Arthas, but again, no ability to follow up here. I think both teams don't want a strong engage. They want to stay healthy. They want to stay alive for that next shrine, which is going to be spawning in less than a minute. As everyone back to the laning phase. Look, Jaina going for full crossbow build. Morales can strike out. She's getting focused. Going down quickly, and she does go down. Rhaegar might get out, he's so low, but Arthas does manage to pick him off, so both healers down. And with that stun from Murden, that's going to be the end of that engagement, but both teams will either have to wait or start this shrine without a healer. But great focusing of Morales by the team of the same name. So again, the Frostbow build by Jaina, Medusa's Blades from Zagara, and Baneling Massacre. Mortal Coil from Arthas, a lot of grenade talents from Morales, and shield talents from Johanna. Cleanse from Rhaegar will be super handy for the root from Jaina, if that's the direction she goes. Thrall again getting caught out in the front. Murden goes down very low. Big Pie solo, he goes down. Both teams are very close to 10. They should hit it at about the same time. It's going to be Focus Morales getting catched a bit earlier. Can they capitalize on this very narrow window they have without Thrall? A lot of damage being put out by Jaina. That Carrigan is really making the Focus Morales go down, and a great Ancestral keeps Brandon at full health. And Thrall is making his way back to the battle. Miss Lethal finally gets 10. So their talents get taken. It is going to be a Ring of Frost. She drops him, but unfortunately catches no one. Maw for Zagara, Army of the Dead. Medevac dropship and Flesh Shield. Johanna deep. The team's gotten separated, and it's Jaina that gets surrounded and goes down quickly. And now it's a great Maw to catch Sylvanas. She goes down. Arthas is going one win against Thrall. Medic's doing the best to keep him alive. So close to going down, both the Army of the Dead and Medic just will not die, but finally the bite from Rhaegar takes him away. And Morales finishes off at the end. Johanna is going to sneak away, as is Zagara. A great engagement there by both teams, but it's Focus Morales or GG that comes out the victors. 3 kills to 1. Jaina died a little bit early there. 2 if you count that Thrall that died a long time ago. But they do have the level advantage, and they do have the Punisher. Once Sylvanas gets there, that could be dangerous. The dive on Johanna. Good job by Johanna to get the Punisher's attention. Sassy Ward knows she's the most survivable. We don't want it to jump on our Jaina. That could be terrible news. As an Arcane Punisher, of course, the strongest of all of the available Punishers. And now it's pushing on the keep wall. Again, Sylvanas is just helping to push so much, disabling those towers. Miss Lethal able to burn it down, and it looks like they're just going to lose one of the keep towers, and of course the fort. Not the worst Not the worst way that could have gone at all. Very good defense by them. And let's see what they're going to do here. They need to either make something happen before Focus Morales gets 13, or split up and start soaking hard. It looks like they're choosing the former. They want to make a fight happen. Unfortunately, they can't catch Brawl on that route. They are going to steal this camp away from them, while Zagara is pushing and soaking up top. Look at the ultimates on the side of Focus Morales. It was Ancestral, Avatar, Wailing Arrows, Sundering, and Thornwood Vine. So, Lunara not going with the Leap talent really makes me question her ability to focus Morales. Is she declaring GG at this point? See Miss Lethal's going around. They're grabbing camps, but Focus Morales, they're content to just sit back, get 13, wait till they have the advantage to make that fight happen. Lunara and Rhaegar getting the top camp. And Thrall and Murder doing some cleanup work mid. Miss Lethal just keeping pressure up everywhere they can. They want to make sure they can either get a pick off or get that soak. They don't want to engage 5v5 when they're missing level 13 talents. And they are going to continue to get camps while Zagara pushes top. It's a fairly safe camp to take. They have this vision. They'll know when Focus Morales is coming. They do know. But there's the leap. Stun on Jaina. The root and the Ring of Ice does catch. Ring of Frost does catch several of them, but it's no good. Arthas and Jaina go down. The Maw goes down, but it's not going to help anybody. Jaina and Arthas are long dead. There's no follow-up to get those kills. So that was a panic Maw by that Zagara, and unfortunately, now that's a talent that's down for 76 seconds, even though Jaina and Arthas are going to be back in 1 second. They have no major ults. Meanwhile, Thornwood Vines, Avatar, Ancestral, all still up for Focus Morales. And there's the medevac dropship of 2, bringing Morales and Zagara back to the rest of the team. They do have 5 here. They are on even talents. If they want to make this happen, they have to get in there soon, as Focus Morales is already at 25 Skeletal Warriors. There's the stun on Morales, the root on Jaina. They're unable to follow up on it. Arthas doing a great job focusing and threatening the front line. There's some damage on Jaina, but Morales will be able to kill that up very quickly. Flesh Shield, the only ultimate still available, but Ring of Frost is coming very soon, and Focus Morales has to be careful not to get caught in it, or it could be very damaging. Morales is getting low. There's the ring. It catches Burden and but Arthas does go down towards the front line. Johanna, there's the Wailing Arrow with no damage. Johanna caught in the back line. She's going to go down. And a 2 for none by Focus Morales. And Miss Lethal is going to have to retreat. And this ward is definitely going to go down. The question is how much Focus Morales get out of this Punisher. Again, with that Sylvanas, it only makes it stronger. And they're going to be 16 very soon. It's going to be so hard for Miss Lethal to engage on them. They do have Maw up, but unfortunately the ring is down, as is every other fault. Arthas grabs the Punisher and pulls him down. Great grab there. That's certainly going to help make this defense easier. While all of Miss Lethal focuses down that Punisher, and Focus Morales takes down that wall. Murden going deep, getting the stun on Morales, getting the static slam on everybody else. No follow-up there. The Punisher is still alive, still kicking, doing damage to that keep. They are going to finally finish him off, and the keep is still at half health. So great defense there by Miss Lethal. They didn't lose anybody in the defense of the structure. They didn't lose the keep, and that's going to be huge. They're clearly still at a disadvantage. If that keep had got down, it would be so much worse for them. So Focus Morales, they're taking the camp. Miss Lethal, I think they know, but I don't think they can do anything about it. Murden going deep, gets the stun on Jaina. Thornwood Vines from Lunara, and she is eliminated. Fortunately, Jaina there just a little bit out of position. Great dive by Isa on Murden, and follow up by Lyra on Lunara to get that kill. This is going to be the last ward for Miss Lethal. I don't think they can contest this, and they're not even trying. Arthas is just there to pay his respects to see the last of the fort that he loves so much. Miss Lethal doing everything they can to soak. They want to get 16 before the next shrine spawns. They know if they lose the next shrine, it's almost certainly going to be a keep, and they're going to be in a very rough position. Johanna here getting caught in the backline, but there's the slow. Pop's unstoppable, but it's not going to be enough. So much damage. She goes down so quickly with unfair advantage from Lunara, doing extra damage to targets that are slowed. Combined with the totem from Rhaegar, the root from, or the slow from Murden, and I think it's just it. It's so much damage. Thrall, meanwhile, did take Giant Killer. It's just so much damage to these tanks, and especially if she's caught out by herself that way, there's no way she's going to be able to survive those sorts of attacks. Meanwhile, Murden taking extra stuns, took the healing static to give him some more sustainability, stun on Dwarf Toss, so he's ready to just keep Medic or Jaina insta-stunned, or rather stun-locked, prevent the field gank. So they're setting up a bit of a gank push. Johanna, sassy port on Johanna, spies it with the shield glare. Zag setting up with their creeps. They do have 60 minutes, so they can fight on even talents. All ultimates are available. And I think Miss Lethal knows how important this is. I think they're trying to find a pickoff, because these team fights have not been going well for them, but Arthas a little far forward. There's Murden, dives in backline, there's a static slam. The Wailing Arrow from Jaina, the Sundering from Thrall, and Jaina goes down. Morales goes down. In the back here, it's going to be a tough fight between Lunara and Arthas, but Lunara is going to go down. Arthas going to survive. A Maw catches 2 members of Focus Morales, and great use of Banelink, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Arthas sticking in the fight, but he is going to get blown up without any support from his team. Unfortunately, I think the Arthas got a little greedy there, maybe a little desperate, trying to make something happen. But Zagara was already halfway back to base. Medic and Jaina was dead. Johanna was in no position to assist. So unfortunately, that's now another 25 seconds. They don't have their second tank. And this is looking very, very tough. Focus Morales, there's Sylvanas disabling the structure. Punisher is going to be essentially unopposed. Johanna doing what she can, but what she can do is not much. Here comes the rest of the team, though. They are now all up, and they're going to be able to take down the Punisher before it does too much or any core damage, so that's good. But they are going to lose this top keep, and that's going to give Focus Morales 20. It's going to be a long time till Miss Lethal is there. Focus Morales smartly retreats. They know they have the advantage at 20, but there's no need to fight under core. They have taken 2 keeps and haven't lost a single structure themselves, so it's Miss Lethal that's very much on the clock here. But they are setting up the bush gank, the Chinese bush meta. They're just waiting for Miss Lethal to try to get their own camp. That'd be safe, right? There's Medic, there's the stun for Murden, another stun, the slow from Rhaegar, and she's gone. She wanted to spy that with the grenade, and she did, but by the time she saw it, it was too late. Double stun from Murden. It's just too much. The double stun, the damage from Lunara, that layer 2001 on Lunara, and where's our good guy? Where's our friend Thrall here? Baked pie on Thrall. It's just too much. And here it is, without their support. Focus Morales is going to push bottom. There's a great Ring of Frost. Great Ring of Frost, followed by Great Ball. Let's see if this is capitalized on this. Unfortunately, the Sunder separates them. The Wailing Arrow is going to stall it out. Jaina is getting low, but she's going to be able to stay in the back safely. Johanna getting very low. There's Stun Burden, and she is down. Arthas with a great root, but again, the damage is just too much. They can't keep up against those level 20 talents. And the coordination of Morales has really been fantastic. they've always been able to agree on a target and just blow that target up before Miss Lethal can respond. And now without any keeps, without Arthur, without any tanks, this is gonna be game. Zagara getting caught out as well. And there's nothing that Miss Lethal can do about this. An excellent game from Focus Morales. A lot of great communication. And a lot of great play from everybody. Fire team was on point with the Ancestrals when he needed to be. He kept his team healthy. Brandon did exactly what he needed to do with Sylvanas, disabling those structures, getting full value out of each Punisher. Muradin, of course, with several fantastic stun locks, dive, followed by the hammer to just keep whoever they wanted locked out for Baked Pie on Thrall and Leader on Lunara to eliminate. So an excellent job by Focus Morales, or GG. They are the winners of this Division 2 game. And as we look at the stats here, they didn't exclusively focus Morales. So I don't know if I can say they lived up to their name, but they definitely got the Morales kills in, and they definitely played a very convincing game. Take a look at the specific stats. Lunara topped the charts on hero damage, Sylvanas right behind her, and Thrall a decent bit behind that. So excellent job by that Lear 2001 getting the damage in where she could, doing a great job spreading that poison, and like I said, I just think spreading the poison around to so many heroes, Morales wasn't able to keep up, especially as soon as Morales tried to get close enough to heal. Isa jumped on her with Muradin, Baked Pie rooted her, and that was it. And that was all she wrote for Morales. And once Morales goes down, the whole team sort of crumbles around it. It's so hard to make those engages without healer, especially when you're fighting from behind, as Miss Lethal was for so much of that game. So, an excellent game by both teams, but it is going to be Focus Morales, or GG, with communication and some great pickoffs. They are going to win this game. They are 2-0 in Division 2 of Chair League. Miss Lethal is now going to have to crawl their way back from 1-1. Still plenty of time left in the season for both teams to show they belong in Division 1 or Pro League, however far these teams want to go. That was a very exciting game. I'm glad I had the opportunity to cast it. If you liked my casting, please follow me on Chair League. Leave a comment to me there with any questions or any comments about the cast. And I want to thank both teams for playing, and I will see you all next time. Have a good night.